Hey team, I'm so excited for us to be together in this group. So I want to explain a few things. As you already know, you've accepted the invitation to do this in the Beachbody Challenge Tracker app. I am setting the time for this challenge to be 2 months. So it's going to run a little over 60 days. I want to do this for several reasons. One, as I already explained in our team call, we are doing this so that we can be plugged in and participating in the team spirit and earning as many points as possible. So you want to do your program, and hopefully everyone in here is doing Core de Force when the end of the month when we start that part of the challenge. But whatever program you're doing, you need to be posting your workout or logging your workout into this Beachbody Challenge Tracker app. And you also need to be logging your daily Shakeology. Those are going to give you spirit activity points toward our bigger team goals and team spirit prizes. Remember, you do need to hit Success Club 5 for the month of November in order to participate in any of the available team spirit prizes that we will earn as a team as Diesel Nation, which is our bigger team. However, we're going to keep this group open for a few reasons. We are going to use it like a challenge group. We are going to post in here about our challenges that we're doing right now, whether that's 21-day fix, whatever it is. When we do Core de Force, we are going to be doing that together as well in the Challenge Tracker app. But I'm keeping this open so that we can do what I want to call a year-end throwdown. So basically, I want us to all commit to doing Core de Force or a program that is going to make us accountable to it and accountable to one another as business owners for the rest of the year. So we are going to stay in this challenge tracker, even if you're doing challenge groups in other platforms like on Facebook, that's fine. But as coaches, this is a coach only group. So don't add your challengers to this. This is just for us to hold each other accountable, because while we're separately holding our challengers accountable, we need our own accountability. This is our business and we're trying to grow this business, and you can't grow this business without being in a challenge group. You can't grow this business without being a challenger yourself, meaning you're drinking your Shakeology, you're being proof the product works, you're following a program from beginning to end. And so we're going to use this group to stay accountable to that, to one another. We are also using this for coach training. It is going to be a coach basics. However, once the 30 days passes for the coach basics, when I do the training, and my leaders also will be adding training pieces in there that they feel are necessary for our new coaches to really grasp. Once that first 30 days passes, we're going to get into kind of phase 2 of the training. We're going to automatically roll into that. So stay plugged in, get what you need out of that training. I know everybody could use a refresher. Even when you have been a coach for a long time and you've been building the coach business for a long time, you always need a back to basics training and just kind of a gut check to see if you're, consistently doing those things. So this training is going to be really useful for everybody. Some of the basic stuff is not going to be necessary for some of us leaders, but it is always going to be good to have that refresher. However, I want to make sure that this is making sense to everybody and it's not confusing. So this group is going to be for 60 plus days. It's going to be open. It's going to bring us into the new year, okay? We are going to post in here every single day. We're going to post in here we're going to log our workouts. We're going to log our Shakeology. And then those of you who are doing the training, you're going to come in here for your training. So you're going to log your training. You're going to log your Coach Basics training assignments in here. When you do your training assignments, this group is going to get a lot of feed in, it's going to have a lot of posts in the feed. So it's going to get kind of difficult to navigate. So when you post your assignments, when you're doing your training assignments, you need to tag your sponsor coach. So if I'm your sponsor coach, when you're done with your assignment and you post your video or you post your why or whatever that assignment is for that day, you need to tag me or your coach in that post, so that when we look at our notifications, we can go through and see that, okay, my coach has done an assignment. Great. Let me make sure that I respond to any questions. Let me make sure that I acknowledge that they did the assignment, because it's going to get a little bit hectic in the feed. But there's a reason we're doing this in here. We are going to be having another health bet challenge. If you don't know what that is, look up in your FAQs in your Coach Online office about the health bet. It's also in your Coach Breaking News. But we use the challenge tracker for the health bet, and the health bet was a very successful way to get people who are non-coaches to get active and start drinking Shakeology and getting healthier. So that's going to be coming up again. I believe it starts in January. I have to check the FAQ myself on that, but we want to get used to using this challenge tracker, because that's what we're going to use for the health bet, and we're all going to participate in that. So, recap: group will be open for 60 plus days. We're logging daily Shakeology. We're logging daily workouts, but this is for a training group. We are doing it as a training group to begin with, so that we can get those spirit points. I will reassess once the 30 days are up, once November is over, to see if we need to separate the groups and do a training and then a core to force group. I will assess that and talk to my leaders and see what they think as well. But for right now, we're doing everything in here. I know that a lot of us have already committed to core to force, but I would really strongly encourage you, if you're a 21 Day Fix lover, if you're a Shaun T lover, when a new program comes out, you need to be the first to do it. So it's coming out on Monday, really Tuesday, because we're not going to be buying a challenge pack, but it's our job to have experience with new programs, even if it's not your favorite. Not a lot of people wanted to do Country Heat. They did that anyways, because you need to be able to help people who need Country Heat. So you can't help them if you don't know what it feels like to do Country Heat. You can't help them if you don't have personal experience. You can't help them in the way that they need help. That doesn't mean you have to do every program. You're probably not going to do every program, but when a new program comes out, you really need to own it, and you need to put yourself through a round of it, and you need to be able to have that personal experience so that you can build momentum in your business. A lot of momentum comes from new programs. It doesn't happen right away. It happens over time, from you planting seeds, being proof the product works, showing people that you're doing the workouts, posting that on social media, and gaining that traction. And then they will come to you when they're ready to begin a program. They'll know who to come to. And as you're reaching out and inviting and telling people about it, you're planting those seeds. And when the time is right, whether that's right when you ask or whether that's down the road, they will see that you did it. They'll see that it works. They'll remember you asked them to join them, and they will come back to you. Or you'll be following up with them, and they will be ready and say yes. So plan on doing core to force. Like I said, right now the plan is to keep this group open for the rest of the year, and that may be just for training, or we may combine training and core to force posts in here, whatever we find to be less cumbersome. We will reassess that in a few weeks when we actually start doing core to force, but until then, this is the Coach Basics training, and it is our daily check-in so that we can get the November Spirit points. So any questions, please comment below. Please ask in Team PFE team page. Ask your upline, ask me, ask whoever you need to ask, but make sure you're plugging into this every day. So let's do this. Let's get as many points as we can. Let's invite as many people we can this month. Go for no, and let's show that our team has team spirit. So, all right, let's do this, guys.